Well, so happy to be back with State Farm agent Keith Perret, who runs an office near Meemaw. Is that right?
Meemaw had one.
Meemaw had one on Washington Road.
And we insure her too.
And
So that's good.
That's great.
Yeah.
And that's a good question. So you're kind of on the way to downtown Augusta. You're in National Hills.
Right.
How does State Farm work in terms of territory?
So there really is no territory.
Okay.
I'm licensed in Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, and North Carolina. So we can sell anywhere in those 4 states. Eventually, they'll open it up where we can get other states, so I can actually have the states that I grew up in, Mississippi and Louisiana. Mm-hmm. But essentially, what you really want to do, though, is market near your office. You know, we market South Augusta, but we also market very heavily in Martinez, Evans, Grovetown, Lincolnton, Harlem, all of the surrounding areas. And we're thinking about maybe marketing further in the state. Just depends on what we're talking about,
right?
What products. But most people want to do business with somebody that's in their close to their area. Yeah. But quite frankly, with COVID, it changed a lot of that.
Sure.
You know, people got used to doing things over the phone, over WebEx or Zoom or whatever it is they're using. Yeah. And so we have a lot of clients that are in, Atlanta. We have clients all over the state as well. But really, my goal and what I prefer to do is work with people that are closest so they can actually come in, meet us, sit down and talk to us and develop that relationship.
Yeah, and there's so many different lines of insurance that Keith offers. In past podcasts, we've talked about auto insurance and homeowners insurance and stuff. But, you guys don't represent the duck from Columbus, Georgia, but you have a product that will help you should you have to go to the hospital. Is that right?
Right. Yeah. I didn't know what you were talking about there for a minute because I have a friend that has a duck cleaning business and it's Follow the Duck. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we offer different things that a lot of people aren't aware of. One of them is called hospital indemnity or hospital income. And it's very similar to Aflac.
That's right.
But it's different in the sense that, the benefits are better, in my opinion, but it's an inexpensive policy. But every time you get hurt, if you get hurt and have to go to the MedHelp clinic for an injury, you get paid $250. If you have to do an outpatient procedure, $250. If you got to stay overnight, multiple nights, $250 a night. If you got to be in intensive care, it's $500.
Wow.
So there's a lot of benefits to say. I'll give you an example I'm not proud of, but I was in my supply room and I was cutting a box, and instead of doing it like I should, I pulled it.
This isn't going to end well.
And it stuck me right in the thigh.
Ow.
And I didn't realize it at first, but then I looked down. I'm like, oh, my goodness. So I went to the MedHelp. Yeah. And when I got there, they were like, well, sir, what happened? I said, well, my wife got upset and, cut me. Not true. But so I got $250 for that, and my insurance covered it.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if your insurance covers it, you still get that. So that's a great product that we offer. Another one is short-term disability. Mm-hmm. We call it Paycheck Protection. Because if you get hurt or injured and are unable to work, how long can you go? And still pay your bills.
That's right.
So what we sell is small policies that are, $15 to $30 a month, but it will pay your insurance bill. Maybe it covers your car note in that. If you want to have a little bit bigger, you could cover your house note. But it's just one of those things that makes sure that if something happens to you, you don't have to worry about that. But these are the little things that we talk about that you're not going to get calling some of these other companies. Right. One of the biggest things that COVID brought to everybody's attention was life insurance. And whether you're 18 years old coming out of school, whether you're a newly married couple that has children, whether you're a 65, 70, 80-year-old grandparent with grandchildren, there's always a reason to look at life insurance because nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about mortality. But the fact is there's 2 worlds out there, right? There's the world of probability and there's the world of catastrophe. Probability says you are probably not going to get in a car wreck today. Your house is probably not going to burn to the ground this weekend.
But
you're probably not going to have a heart attack in the next 5 minutes. But catastrophe says, what if you do?
Right.
What then? Are you prepared for that? So it's my job to make sure that you're prepared for those things.
I know we're all adults and people have looked at different kinds of insurance, but has term and whole life changed much over the years? And are those the kinds of policies you offer?
They are, but there's a reason to have each kind of those.
Okay.
For example, if I'm a young family and I've got 3 kids and I'm not making huge money yet, I still need to make sure that those kids are taken care of. If they're 4, I need to take care of them at least till 18. So I got 14 years left.
And then do they get off of the payroll at some point?
Well, mine got off of the payroll, but wasn't until like 22, 23, right?
Okay.
But point being is that when they're younger, they can buy term because they get much more insurance for less money.
Gotcha.
Whole life plays a part in that because whole life is actually building cash value, and it's also building in death benefit over time. So you want to have a combination of both of those things. You can't really we're not supposed to call it an investment, but it's a very conservative place to put your money because it's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Look at the stock market today. If you've got money in the market like me, you're panicked. Well, maybe not panicked, but you're concerned.
Guaranteed, does that mean we all sort of have an expiration date?
Yeah.
It's guaranteed?
Well, no. It's not only guaranteed to pay out when you die, which it is.
Yeah, okay.
But whole life is guaranteed to continue to grow.
Gotcha.
At a certain percentage, and we pay dividends on that, and we always have and we always will. State Farm is extremely solvent. We're owned by our customers, which means we're a mutual company. We don't answer to Wall Street, and yet we're the largest one out there, and it confuses people like Warren Buffett as to how can they do what they do. But the fact is we've been number 1 in autos, number 1 in homes, number 1 in life insurance written, and we plan to stay that way.
Yeah, and I'd recommend getting a quote. I did so with Keith and saved quite a bit of money as well. I mean, hey, the inflation's not getting any better, so you got to look at that.
And also, it's a simple process. A lot of people are like, oh, my God, I don't want to switch insurance. But the fact is, it's very easy for us to walk you through getting quotes on your home, auto, life, and health. It doesn't take that much work, and we can do it for you very quickly. And then the best part about it, again, what we do is we're going to sit down and we're going to talk to you about it. I have a lady coming in on Friday. She's been with another company for 44 years.
Whoa.
I saw that. I was like, my goodness, But and so there are some things that we can do for her that she's not getting now,
right?
Because she doesn't have an agent that she can sit down and review things with. So hopefully we'll pick up that business. But yeah, there's a lot of reasons to come in and see your agent, and we just want you to know it's easy, it's friendly. We'll treat you with dignity and respect because we want not only your business but referrals is how we build our business.
And no 1-800 number as it relates to Keith. The number up on the State Farm sports car there, 706-925-LIFE, and KP in the house.
Right on.
.com. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Very informative. And you're making insurance fun. I like it. It's about life, right?
Trying.
Thank you, Keith.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Neil.
Yep.